Hey there, Jason Laux here. I'm the founder of secretlender.com, and for over the past 14 years, I've been helping people get started and scale up their real estate businesses and move to that next level once they get started. And we've helped over 15,000 people get started in the real estate business and take their business to the next level. And one of the things that people really come across, one of the biggest issues they come across is having access to truly great deals. And in fact, not only do you need access to them, but you need them on a steady, predictable basis if you want to stay in this business and do well. And it can be tough. And a lot of people feel like they don't have the resources, or they're somehow locked out and they just don't have access to all those really great deals that come along. And they feel stuck, or they feel, they can only accomplish so much and they can't, rise to the top, or they feel, that they can't really get ahead the way they want to in real estate because they just don't have access to those really excellent deals that it takes to do well in the business. And so they get worried they're never going to hit those goals that they set for themselves, that they're never going to be able to achieve what they want to achieve in real estate because they don't have access to those deals. Well, one of the things that can really get you access to more deals, in fact, one of the necessary things is what I call secret lenders. And again, you've probably heard this from me before, but secret lenders are private lenders that you bring into the fold. So they're not already set in their ways. They don't already have tons of other people they're lending to. And that gives you access to flexible financing using OPM, other people's money, to do your deals. And the people that I recommend the most are secret lenders. Well, when you have access to the secret lenders' funds, you're able to make offers on every good deal you come across because you have proof of funds and the cash to close. So if you don't have access to the funds, or if you don't have your own funds, and even if you do have your own funds, you really owe it to yourself to get secret lenders. I highly recommend not using your own cash to do deals unless you just don't have anywhere better to put it. Because I see people make dumb mistakes when they use their own money. They get scared and they throw good money after bad, and that you don't want to be in that position. Well, when you have access to secret lender funds, you can make those offers, and so you very quickly get to tap into a lot of different kinds of deals. So for example, you can tap into the REO bank-owned properties in your area. You can tap into auction deals. You can buy those excellent auction deals. You can work directly with private sellers and get dirt cheap vacant houses. You can get fixer-uppers or inherited properties. There's a lot of different property types. I had a student, and she really, really was struggling to get her business started and off the ground because she didn't have access to the cash to close, right? So she didn't have proof of funds and the funds to close. Well, she stopped running in circles. She stopped, trying to fake it till she made it and all that other stuff that other people tell you. I don't tell you to do that. I don't think you should ever be fake, especially to private sellers. But she took the time it takes, and within a couple of weeks, not a long time, she found a secret lender. She got that proof of funds, and she started making offers through a lot of different avenues, right? Directly to private sellers that we find through micro-targeting, which I'll talk about in just a minute, and also through the right real estate agents. See, within your town, there's going to be the right agents, and there's going to be a lot of the wrong agents, probably 2% to 98%. And there's nothing wrong with the 98%. I don't hate them or anything, but they just don't work with us. They don't work with investors. They were used to driving pretty people to pretty houses and having them pay a pretty penny for them, right? Full retail buyers is what 98% of real estate agents do. So it's really, really tough to find the right agent. Well, once you have access to the cash and you have the proof of funds letters, well, that's what the agents are looking for. They need people who are closers, and all of a sudden they can bring you deals. They can send them to you. Also, other wholesalers in your area can have deals, right? Aren't other wholesalers in your area always trying to flip houses to cash buyers? Well, when you have access to the cash, you are a cash buyer, right? And you buy the properties from them. They make a little profit. You make a big profit, right? And my favorite way to find those deals, which I talked about, is working directly with private sellers. Okay, when you're working directly with private sellers and you have access to the cash and proof of funds to do the deals, those are the best deals you're ever going to get. Just think about it. If an agent brought you a deal, they're getting paid a commission, right? So there's some of that profit, some of your profit walk out the door to the agent. If another wholesaler sells you a deal, they're making a profit. Now, I don't begrudge them the profit. I appreciate them bringing me the deal, but I get better deals when I deal directly with private sellers. Well, here's what's awesome about secret lenders. Once you've got access to the proof of funds and the funds to close, you can make offers on every single good deal that comes across your desk. So I use a process I call micro-targeting. What that means is nowadays with the availability of information, it used to be we'd have to hire bird dogs or drive for dollars, drive through neighborhoods with a flip phone, a camera phone, and I'm sorry, a disposable camera, and I run down to Walgreens and get the pictures developed. We don't have to do that anymore, right? I can now get a list of every single vacant house in my area, but it gets better because I don't just want the vacant houses. I want just the single family homes. And I don't want just the single family homes. I want just the vacant single family homes with gobs of equity, right? Where the people have at least 30, 40, 50% in equity. And I don't just want single family homes with tons of equity. I only want the 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom to be fine, 3 bedrooms or more. And I don't just want the ones that are 3 bedrooms or more. I only want the ones that are 3 bedrooms or more within my target market, right? Where we already have buyers list to sell them to and everything else. And I'm an expert in my target market. My target market is 8 zip codes. So I can just go get a list through micro-targeting of every vacant single-family home, 3 bedrooms or more, whatever square footage I want, with 40+% in equity or whatever you want. You could even just only deal with the free and clear ones if you like. And I can actually, get the sellers to call me, right, using a targeted direct mailer where I don't have to send 10,000. I don't have to send 5,000. That's 1989's best, all right? If you see anybody's telling you to mail 10,000 letters and see what sticks, like that is not how we do it anymore. But using micro-targeting, I can target just the handful that are exactly what I want. So I know if the phone rings that I want the house, okay, that there is a price that they could sell it to me for that would work for me as an investor. So I'm not generating leads I don't want. I'm not, buying all kinds of properties over all kinds of places where I have to have all kinds of different sales processes going on. I'm not doing that. We sell one kind of property in 8 zip codes. That's it. And it works like a charm, okay? So if you use that micro-targeting where you can get the data from properties and you get access to all of those potentially motivated sellers, and we don't just go for vacant houses. We also do, pre-foreclosures. We also go after inherited properties, probate deals, people going bankrupt, stuff like that. Anybody who has a reason to sell, especially when the house is vacant, right? In other words, it was a moneymaker for them, but it isn't anymore. And so that makes their level of motivation that much higher. And whenever they call us, we know we can make with the proof of funds and the funds to close, we can make offers on every single one of them, okay? So I promise you, if you combine secret lenders and micro-targeting and you try that for just a little while, I know this is different from the rentals and rehabs nonsense. Most people are trying to spoon feed you the stuff that agents and brokers and late night infomercial gurus all tell you, which is, because agents only get paid when you do it their way, right? Mortgage brokers only get paid when you get a mortgage and you don't need their mortgages. Late night infomercial gurus aren't in the real estate business. Most of them, they're figureheads, Anyway, but this is so different from what the rentals and rehabs sort of majority would tell you. I promise you, if you try it within a very short period of time, you're going to get a ton of results, just like Melinda did. So Melinda spent the time to get a secret lender, spent the time to get access to the proof of funds and the funds to close, spent the time to find the right real estate agent, and within just a couple of weeks, she went from basically not having any deals, not having enough deals for sure to generate an income that was going to support her in the life she wanted, to doing 6 deals within the next 30 days. She made a boatload of money on those and then ramped up from there, right? Because she used the money from those first deals to build her business up. And eventually she got to the point where she was selling 3 or 4 houses a month consistently for many, many years. So, take the time it takes to combine the proof of funds and the funds to close with other people bringing you deals and micro-targeting, and you're going to have more success than you can possibly imagine within a very, very short period of time. It can happen very fast, okay? So try it. See what happens for you. Hope that works well for you. And if you like this, if this is what you're into, please share it. If you know somebody who needs to hear this, who's probably stuck in the rentals and rehabs, agents and mortgage brokers grind right now, feel free to send this to them or share it with them. And if this is what you're into, if you like this kind of stuff, awesome. I hope you like this video, and I hope you like it as much as I like making it for you. Thank you very much.